The main guitar part is played in standard tuning and starts with this lovely sounding D chord. Got third finger on the 12th fret of the A string and first finger on the 10th fret of the B string. So to start with, we're going to strum down, up, down. These are 16th notes, so they're quite quick. Then we're going to play down again. Down, we're going to put our second finger on the 11th fret of the G string and strum up. Then we're going to play up, down, then down, up, down. Okay, so far. I'm going to play this twice. We're actually going to change chords on the forehand just before the bar starts. What we're going to do is take this third finger and move it up to the E string at the 12th fret. The strumming stays exactly the same. We've got down, up, down in the 16th notes, then another down, then down, up, down, and we put the finger on again at the 11th fret of the G for that final up strum in that bar. And then we finish it off exactly the same as before. Then we go to our third and final chord, and it's this G bass chord. Got first finger on the 10th fret of the A, and second finger on 10th fret of the B, and the rest of the strings are open. So then the pattern's exactly the same. The only difference is when we add the extra note, it'll be our third finger that goes down and not the second. But it goes on to exactly the same place on the guitar, that 11th fret of the G string. Okay, so this sounds like. Okay, so the whole thing. When the second guitar comes in for the second time, we have this 8th note down strum pattern, and it sounds like this. We're going to play the first chord we played, this D sus chord, and we're not going to put the second finger down throughout this. It'll be 4 bars of that, and then we'll go to the E minor chord and do the same. For 4 bars. And then actually when we go to the G bass chord, we're back into the normal strumming. If you watch some live videos of Sam playing, you'll actually notice that the capo is actually on the 5th fret of the guitar because Sam is generally tuned to C sharp standard. However, I'm going to be playing in standard tuning here, so you will put your guitar on the 2nd fret here. It will sound exactly the same because instead of the guitar being tuned down 3 steps, we'll have the capo down 3 steps. The second guitar comes in with a single note melody. We're going to start on the 3rd fret of the A string with the first finger. I'm going to play. And it copies exactly the rhythm we were playing on the strumming part before. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4 and a. And we're going to repeat that. And then just before we play the last 2 notes, we're going to shift to the 5th fret with the first finger and we'll play it down up. And then our 16th notes. So, and then we're into exactly the same rhythmic pattern on the 5th fret here. And then again on the second time through then, instead of hitting the 5 for the 16th note at the end, we're going to come straight up to 8 and play them there. So, and then we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 bars. Okay, so the whole riff. second guitar part comes in, we actually start to play the progression slightly differently. We have D for 4 bars, E minor for 4 bars, into the G chord for 2, and then back to the E minor for 2 more bars. The first chord we're going to play for the second guitar part here is a C chord with the pinky finger added on the high E string at the 3rd fret. So relative to capo, this is actually going to be a D chord. The tab for this looks really strict, but actually it's a lot looser than that when it's actually played. So we're going to strum down up on the low string, so the A and D string mainly. And then we're going to rake across the strings from the A string down for that 3rd note there. Then we're going to strum up, down, up. So for the up, down strum there, we want to aim mainly for the high E string on the 1st strum. The 2nd strum we want to aim mainly for the B string. And then on the 3rd strum we want to aim mainly for the G string. So you'll hear that melody when you hear it on the song. If you watch Sam play this live, you'll notice that he doesn't stop strumming, so it's not like he's individually picking the notes. He actually strums and aims for these notes. Okay, so the first bar there. We've got exactly the same for the second bar. 4 bars there, and then we move to our next chord, which is an E minor 7 add 11. All we're actually going to do is take the 3rd finger off there and move this 2nd finger down to the 2nd fret of the G string. And we'll play the D string down, that's our chord there. So again, this is not as strictly played as it is on the tab, so we've got the down up strum on the D and G strings roughly, and then that rake down across the D string down all of the strings. Same again with the picking pattern. And that repeats for 4 bars. Then we're going to go to the next chord, which is a G major 7 chord. So we've got 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the D, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the G, 1st finger, 1st fret of the B, and then open E string on top. Then we're going to play exactly the same as we had before, so down, up, rake. And then that little melody picking with the strumming. This is going to be played for 2 bars most of the time, and then we will go back to that E minor 7 chord that we played just before for 2 bars, before we repeat from the D chord. And the whole pattern. If you listen carefully in the song, at 1 minute 34, you will hear a slight variation in the G chord. I'm going to start the same way as normal. I'm going to pick D, high E, B, G. So, and that G is going to ring out before we pick D, G, high E, let that ring out, then B, G. So the whole thing there. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn some more of Sam's songs, please check out this video here. Subscribe for more content. Good luck, happy practicing, and take care.